Hey guys, wanted to give you an update on the Ford 5000. This is the 2022 mowing season and it's off to a good start. I mean, everything is really dry this summer. We're not getting a lot of rain, which we need the rain, but at the same time, it's a good opportunity to get down in a lot of fields where normally you can't get until, late July or August. So it's mid-July right now and it is dry. But as a result, the old 5000 is doing awesome. The skid guard is working incredibly well. I've actually high centered the tractor a couple times on that, so that guard will hold the weight of the tractor easily. And hasn't caught fire yet, guys. Some people said it would, but it hasn't. Just in case, I've got my fire extinguisher here. And last summer, whenever I was mowing, I knocked off the fire extinguisher and ran over it with a bush hog, and it made a big poof of white smoke. Wasn't impressed, so I made a shield to go around fire extinguisher. She's running super good, guys. Happy with it. Tires are holding nicely. The only thing I have had issues with is on the bush hog. The pin is still loosening up on this thing. I'm gonna have to probably maybe re-sleeve this because it's wobbling and loose. And also, I had to tighten up the slipper clutch again. The basket itself, not the adjustment for the slip. The basket is loosening up all the time, so I gotta figure out what's going on with that. There's a bronze washer in there, and I have a feeling it may be cracking, so. But other than that, this thing, the bush hog is truly a monster. This thing is a beast. I have cut down a lot of stuff with this, and it just keeps coming back for more. So there you go. That's a beautiful running tractor and bush hog setup. Couple things I may change, or add rather. I'm going to add a nice toolbox right here so I can put extra pins, hammer, adjustable wrench, stuff like that. I've had the starter stick a couple times. Whenever you turn the key and you start it up and it runs, the starter doesn't disengage, so I get a smack on it with a block of wood, so something's going on there. And I may update the carburetor. This is an original Holley. I may get something, there's rumor out there that there's a better replacement carburetor that's more fuel efficient. It's an awesome tractor, guys. I'm super happy with this thing, and it's just super clean still. I use a leaf blower and I blow this thing off religiously. So this brush guard has come in handy. That's awesome. I'm glad I made that. If anything, I should have made it a little wider. So there it is, guys. There's your update. I'll show you guys a little bit of mowing clips this year, but other than that, I'm not going to do too much to it to disable it because it's a great mowing tractor. This thing has turned into be a super reliable tractor. It's just a little thirsty on the fuel, but other than that, it's great. So one thing every year I got to mess with is this throttle. So for some reason, like if you're going like 2,000 RPM or above and you're really getting to some heavy stuff and you got to you really got to give it a little extra throttle, it usually just bounces right back. So this thing, I just have to come in here and tighten up this nut every year, just because that's a pretty common thing to wear. I'm not quite sure the thing that's supposed to be there, but that's what I have. So I just tighten that nut. Now you can see that throttle holds position wherever you put it. Kind of a poor design, but it's what we got to work with.
This little guy, I wouldn't worry about this little guy.
All right, guys, so last week I was down here mowing this overgrown logging trail. I mean, it was getting kind of dark. And I noticed my fire extinguisher was gone when I got up to the house. So check this out. The gauge is gone, but I think it's still good. Oh, no, it's not. That'll be the second one of these I've ruined. I gotta figure out a better way to attach the fire extinguisher. At least I found it. Here it is. But check out this trail. This is a pretty cool trail. It just used to be an old skidder trail that cuts through one of the lower pastures that goes around the lower farm pond. But I kind of got lost here accidentally, and I started cutting up through this way, and I realized that that's not the trail. The trail goes this way. So the front end of the tractor started coming up, and I had to use my brakes to steer the thing. So anyway, there it is. I'll have to get another one of those. All right, guys, this is gonna bring the video to an end. As you can see here, we've got a bunch of stuff that we cannot mow. We've got just about 8 inches of snow that fell, and the old Ford is hibernating for the winter. The 5000 really earned its keep this summer. It's been a great tractor. I really haven't done a lot to this thing. But I didn't even have time to clean it off this year. Winter came real fast this year. Did great for another year. I have a bunch of stuff I want to change on it, or upgrade, I should say. Obviously the fire extinguisher. I need a toolbox on the tractor so I can keep like linch pins and a hammer and a few things. The steering box, the seal here is let go, and it's dumping a lot of gear oil everywhere, so that's obnoxious. I need a holder for my remotes. I think I talked about that in another video, but now they're just kind of dangling there. Just a bunch of housekeeping things, but I'll do that in another video. And just a bunch of little stuff like that. So anyway, I won't bore you guys with this, but this video is pretty much going to come to an end right here. This is an update of the old tractor. A lot of people were wondering. I'm going to get some lights for it, some nice LED lights for this thing, and I'm going to update this quite a bit. I'll show you guys more in the next one, whenever that might be. This John Deere puts their grease fittings on that slip shaft, which on my Land Pride that doesn't have that.
No, it doesn't. It's stupid.
And that is an awesome feature.
What kind of grease is that, Matt?
Oh, that's CarQuest wheel bearing grease, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's brown. I hadn't seen brown like that.
Yeah, and I think I just ran out of grease. Let's see. Oh
yeah,
I got a bunch of grease at home, but I didn't figure to bring it. That's okay. I got the main stuff. That bush hog, though, I'll tell you what, that thing, that is awesome. I mean, feel thick with it. This thing is just awesome.
Oh, it's heavy duty.
And that takes a hell of a tractor to spin that thing. I mean, this thing, I do have some issues with the throttle slipping, the link that connects the throttle.
Yeah.
So before I go down real quick, I'm gonna just take.
Huh? What if that transformer's getting ready to blow? Hear it?
Probably. It doesn't sound good.
Oh, it doesn't sound good. Nah.
Actually, is that the transformer for this house? Yeah, that's the one for this house.
Yeah.
That's going.
Feeds this one and that one, don't it?
It must. Yeah, I think it feeds both.
Yep.